Multiple realities. Metaphysics deals with reality. What is reality? What do all real things share in common that makes them real? And what is reality as a whole? Is there a reality? These are questions in metaphysics. Before we go into any particular questions as to whether God is real or souls are real or ghosts are real, have to deal with the word itself, reality, and its usages. There's some confusion about that needs to be rectified. At least keep clear in your mind that you can delineate several different uses of that word reality. Otherwise, we end up with the confusion of thinking that there are multiple realities when something else is meant, depending on the way in which the word is used. We could take reality to be the sum total of all things that are real in the universe. Or if there are multiple universes, or multiple dimensions and multiple universes, all of that is real, even beyond our current knowledge and understanding now, would be reality. That's one sense, and that's the sense in which philosophers want to pursue it in metaphysics. But there are other meanings that have come about recently, and we need to make them clear that we're not talking about reality in the sense of these other meanings. A person might say that my reality is different than your reality, meaning the way in which they experience the world. Very wealthy people experience it in a much different way than the poorest of human beings on the planet. People with dark skin experience it differently than people with light skin. Females experience it differently than males do. Older people experience it differently than the very young. We understand the way in which they would say, you know, my reality is a different reality than yours. Or in my reality, things are this way, and that's much different than in your reality. And that makes some kind of sense. We can understand that. But they're not using it in the sense of the sum things, a total of all things that are real. There's a third sense in which people use the word reality, and that has to do with their belief about things, the way in which they've come to perceive them. Let me illustrate by saying, you could be in a room with a group of people, and you could have one person within that room, in the midst of that crowd, many different people looking at that one person, and depending on their relationship with that person, they have a different experience. Some are related as family, some as close friends. Depending on the way they think about that person, their experience is different. Some might think the person is very kind and wonderful, the other quite the opposite. And yet there is only one such person in the room. One person, but different experiences, different perspectives, different beliefs about that person. People can say, then, in my reality, this person, he or she, is one particular way. And another, well, say, in my reality, he or she, the same one, exists in a different way. And yet there is only that one person. So when we're talking about reality, we mean it in the sum total of all things that are real, and not our perspectives on reality, our experiences of reality, our beliefs about reality, our attitudes towards it. Hopefully, if you can keep those notions separated off and focus on the first, what is it that makes something real, in and of itself real, actual, no matter what the different modes of reality might be, of being real, you won't be as confused as if you were to use the other meanings when thinking about reality. If people say that there are multiple realities and people are entitled to their own reality, they probably mean it in the sense of their own perspectives, their own views, their own attitudes and beliefs about reality. Not that they have a separate universe, a separate planet Earth. There's one reality with different views of it, yes. That there's a separate universe that each person has for him or herself, that doesn't make much sense. So in philosophy, we're not talking about people having their own reality and meaning by it, having their own sum total of all things that are real.